I love the Acts of the Apostles for several reasons. One, because I hate musicals. I do. My mother's a living saint. She's here, but every year she forced us to watch The Sound of Music, and I hated The Sound of Music. Oh, it's venial at best. Let it go. And it got to a point where at the end of my life where I was actually hoping at one point that they might actually get captured, just so like that the Von Trapps would stop singing. But why I dislike but literally, I'm sharing brokenness here. You have no right to judge. Don't judge. Matthew 7:1. Read it again. Shush. Okay. Now, the reason I dislike musicals is because they freak me out, because they're incredibly creepy, because there's nothing worse than a bunch of random strangers walking around in a grocery or a subway, and all of a sudden, wow, we all know the exact same steps to everything and the exact same words, and we're synchronized. It's a cult. It's scary. And that's why I love the Acts of the Apostles, because it isn't a musical. It isn't as though, the tongues of fire descended, the wind came through, and all of a sudden the 12 go out and they're like, yeah, Catholic, church, hoo-ha, they know all the words, and they just go through and everyone just falls in line. And the people of Corinth, they all jump up and they know the steps. And the people of Rome, they jump up and they know the steps. And the people of Ephesus know the steps. People in Greece, they're on their own. They don't know the steps. Okay? And that's why I love Acts, because Acts really is the reality of the Christian life. It's a church learning how to be a church. It's a church learning how to listen to the Spirit. It's a church learning the foundations. What do we hold on to? What do we let go of? Do we still got to circumcise people or not? Because now you have baptism. And baptism's, it actually happened. What happens in baptism is what circumcision signifies. Maybe we can get rid of that part, but what about the dietary laws? What about this? What about that? And they're working all this out, and they're having to listen to the Spirit, and they're having to find a way to get along. And my brothers and my sisters, if we as a church were better at listening to the Spirit, our church would continue to grow at the same rate it did then.